recent year has been declining over time. It has been reported how environmental issues emerge from one place to another. The continued rise from those infinite damage give people both for keeping argument whether we should take action or compromise the developing and sustainable ways of increasing the economy or wait for the nature to unfold as we slowly drain and suffered it day by day. It has always been a sensitive issue in the world, especially for our country, which one of the leaders when it comes to consuming plastic that harmful to the environment and to the habitat of living organisms. And there are four factors that contributed to a lot of environmental issues in our country. Air pollution, plastic pollution, marine pollution, and sea level rise. This factor is the reason why issues for environment keep increasing over the year instead of mitigating them to decrease the statistic. The increasing amount of population in our country mainly came from burning fossil fuel, such as coal and oil. And the most alarming things in this issue is that 53% of our population doesn't have access to clean fuel technology for cooking. The second is the particular rise of plastic pollution which become normal in our country. The apparent reason why it is one of the biggest environmental issues we have as a developing country, we tend to consume this unsustainable consumption of plastic due to an efficient recycling system and uncontrollable waste of people. Third, marine pollution. As the third largest contributor to marine plastic pollution, our country generates over 2 million tons of plastic waste each year. Does this show how complex the plastic impacted marine life? One of the many reasons why there's a depletion in our marine resources side, there will be more plastic than fish by 2050 while ocean overheated and acidified if people fail to act now. The fourth one is the sea level rise. Flooding is also one of our frequent visitor and destroyer of people lives and property. Typhoons trigger the sea level to rise and place near to the coastal area are prone to extreme flooding. And the further environmental issue is deforestation. The increasing growing issue of deforestation is highly alarming. It's one of the major environmental problems we have been facing until today. The report from 2013 to 2021, where 72% of tree cover loss occurred in a natural forest, and equivalent to 300 metric tons of CO2 emission into the atmosphere contributing to existing climate change. In San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, there are also several issues regarding the environmental issue including deforestation, flooding, water quality. It just makes sense how environmental problems at the macro level are also the same things in the micro situation of the city. There was a report that where the city lost 3 hectares of its natural forest, equivalent to 2.69 kilotons of carbon dioxide emission. Second, the constant flooding, whatever it is a typhoon. The city is prone to flooding due to rising sea levels caused by excessive groundwater destruction. Third, the city's sanitary landfill in the Barangay Paradise was damaged, forcing the city to look for alternative landfill outside of the Bulacan. And lastly, the water quality has always been the concern of the resident. Dams are just inches away from us, but the supply of water in the city is undersupplied and has deficiencies to provide adequate water supply to the residents. The lack of awareness and ignorance of the peoples about nature's situation is continuously worsening each passing year without the action of the people involved and responsible for the dwindling environment. And so, with this environmental issue happening in the city of San Jose del Monte, we have sought the standpoint of the community, steward in preserving, protecting, and managing our side of God's creation, and promoting environmental advocacy.
Sa paningin ko, merong kalinisan sa ibang parte, pero marami ding madudumi. So, kailangan pang maglinis siguro.
Wala eh. Ayun naman ang nakikita ko eh. Wala kasi lahat ng mga tao naman na dapat itabi na kung pwedeng ibulsa yung basura, bakit hindi mo muna ibulsa bago mo itapos sa tamang tapunan? Kasi pakalat-kalat yan ang tinatapos sa kalsada eh.
Ano po, wala po. Kasi kahit ano pong sabi ng mga Kunyari sa principal, sabi na magtapon sa tamang basurahan. Hindi naman po nasusunod ng mga estudyante. Saan-saan pa rin po sila nagtatalo.
Meron sana kung di sila magtatapon sila sa tamang basurahan. Meron kasing ibang tao na pagkatapos nila kumain kung saan lang nila nilalagay yung mga basura. Kaya napapansin natin na dumudumi ang ating kapaligiran.
Kulang tayo sa mga trash bin or trash can. Mas maganda kung magkakaroon tayo ng mga trash can sa bawat kanto ng ating lugar. Para maiiwasan yung pagtapon kung saan-saan lang. Kung makakita ka agad ng basurahan, for example, maglalagay sila dito, dyan. So may tatapon ka agad dyan ng mga estudyante instead of tatapon lang nila kung saan-saan.
Pabaha po agad dahil po sa mga kanal na nagkabara dahil po merong mga basura na naiipon.
So, kakaibat po ng mga problema ito sa ating paaralan. Ano po yung mga nakikita nyo or mga pwedeng solusyon sa problemang to para magkaroon po ng action sa City College?
Iwasan lang po natin yung pagkakalat. Kasi araw-araw po lagi maglilinis. Parang tapat mo, linis mo. Ganun lang po.
Tama ang na lang at tinanong mo yan. So, tingin ko, hindi lang sa tingin, dapat talaga magkaroon tayo ng mga signage dito ng mga, para pag nabasa ng mga estudyante, malalaman na agad nila na, ay, bawal pala dito pumasok, bawal pala dito maglakad, yan, bawal pala dito lumabas, gano'n. At syempre, kailangan may proper orientation yung mga estudyante na dapat, lalo na yung mga freshman, syempre, hindi pa nila alam, kailangan ma-orient sila na bawal tayo sumakay ng elevator kasi exclusive din para sa mga faculty, mga staff ng sa City College.
So kailangan gawin din natin kung anong dapat natin gawin para may tapon or may lagay sa tamang tapunan yung mga basura.
Tapos, i-orient din sila sa, syempre siya nauna yung kalat, mga kalat, hindi naman araw-araw lagi-lagi na utility yung maglilinis ng bawat classroom dahil ito nga ay public school, kailangan din nila maglinis dahil napakalaki nito edad ng ating mga utility personnel.
O magtutulungan. Yun lang. Kung magtutulungan tayo.
Po, sumunod lang po tayo sa mga patakaran, wag po maging matigas yung ulo na.
Kumbaga, step by step, slowly but surely. Dapat hindi agad mabilisan. Kumbaga, nasisimulan na agad. For example, sa isang buwan dapat may magawa na tayong policy. Kumbaga, hindi naman yan, agad-agad matatapos yan. Kumbaga, kailangan pa ng ilang araw yan para matupad. And syempre, kailangan ng disiplinado yan. Disiplinado, respect, plus control. Tapos kailangan din ng cooperation para mabigyan ng action yung gagawin ng hakbang.
Ayan, okay. So, isang makakalikasang hapon po sa ating lahat. So, ako po si Shireen Pantoja Caldita, Environmental Management Specialist 2 ng City Environment and Natural Resources Office. Sa pangunguna po ng aming pong department head na si Engineer Telma Escaldes.
I'm Romal Joseph Zamora, so people call me Seth. I'm the Tourism Promotion Specialist of the City of San Del Monte under the supervision of the City Tourism Office. With the contract, I'm 3 years pa lang, but if you're going to look back into my service sa LGU, I started back in 2016.
Can you give us a brief description of your scope of work and how does it help maintain our environment?
Ayan. So, again, dun sa name pa lang ng opisina namin. So, kami ay City Environment and Natural Resources Office. So, ang mandato ng aming tanggapan is, of course, to serve the city sa mga usapin about kalikasan. And one of our major mandate sa local government code is mainly to manage the solid waste of our city. So ako po yung may hawak po ng Solid Waste Management Division ng City Environment and Natural Resources Office. So mainly, my function is to coordinate with the 62 barangays sa ating pong sistema sa wastong pamamahala ng basura. And we also have our Central Material Recovery Facility at Barangay Minuyan proper. We have equipments and we also have personnel there under our division, Solid Waste Management Division, who basically process the solid waste coming from the 62 barangays na meron mga pakinabang instead of disposing it to the sanitary landfill. So, meron kami sa taas, sa Central Material Recovery Facility na vermicomposting. Meron kaming alagang mga bulate na they actually cater the biodegradable waste from the different public markets. And yung kanilang pupo, yun yung nagiging vermicast na fertilizer which we distribute to our constituents for free.
Technically, I'm just the one who promotes the tourism spots, the products, the services that we offer to the people. But if you're going to look dun sa tourism office, our job, our mandate is to actually build tourism as a product of the city. So, when we say tourism product, isa dyan is yung ating environment or yung ating nature tourism na tinatawag or yung ecotourism. So, in terms of ecotourism, San Jose del Monte kasi is very rich sa natural resources and we're known for the falls na meron tayo, for Mount Balagbag, which are all ecotourism attractions. Now, sa City Tourism Office, what we do is we create a management plan for these ecotourism attractions to make sure that the attractions will be protected and at the same time, ma-maintain siya. So, how we do it, so we have our planning team, we have the research and planning unit, so they're the one who develops the plan. And then we have also our tourism regulations unit. So sila naman yung in charge sa pag-regulate paglalagay ng mga tao, ng mga tour guides nandun. And then we have the tourism operations, which are the ones who really supervises the operation of the ecotourism site. So pagdating sa mga ganon, yung tourism kasi, we work in partnership sa iba't ibang government agencies, local government, especially lalo na sa Senro, in terms of environmental. And we're also advocating responsible tourism to make sure that what you leave dun sa mga tourist attractions are just footprints, not garbage na iniiwan ng mga tourists.
We also have plastic shredder. Yun naman, ang ginagawa namin, sinishred namin yung mga plastic waste from the different barangays. And we have a partner company, Republic Cement Incorporated. Pinapalitan niya yung mga shredded plastics na poproseso sa aming Central MRF from the 62 barangays ng 10 bag ng semento for every tonelada ng shredded plastic. So, dun pa lang, ano yung questions ninyo, kung ano yung pakinabang nito sa environment. So, instead of adding to the marine litter or yung mga plastic sa karagatan, dito sa San Jose del Monte, napoproseso siya at nagiging semento pa. So, meron siyang environmental benefits, meron din siyang economic benefits kasi nagke-create siya ng savings sa city and at the same time, earnings na din. Then, we have the glass shredding process dun sa aming Central MRF kung saan yung mga bote naman na hindi nabibili sa junk shop. Meron kaming panggiling nun. So, ginigiling siya. And then, pag nagiling siya, so nagiging para siyang buhangin. Kasi kung alam naman natin, di ba, glass is actually, yung kanyang component is similar to buhangin. So, nagiging substitute siya sa buhangin. Hinahalo namin siya sa sementong nakukuha from the plastic mo kapalit ay semento with Republic. So, ginagawa namin siyang non-skid tiles. So, these are used sa mga pathwalks ng schools, dahil ang isa sa mga pangarap ng ating punong lungsod, Mayor Arthur B. Robes at Ate Kong Florida Robes, is maging walkable city ang San Jose del Monte. And at the same time, walkable na, environmental and sustainable pa. So that's why we're using the non-skid tiles for the installation sa mga different pathwalks, sa mga schools and mga tourist spots dito sa City of San Jose del Monte. Like, kung makikita ninyo dito sa may Kaypian, yung merong I Love ER, di ba? Yung non-skid tiles na ginamit doon ay galing sa mga bubog na hindi nabenta sa junk shop at sa mga plastic na instead naman mapunta at magbara sa mga drainages at magtuloy-tuloy sa ating bodies of water. Dito ay naging semento at naging non-skid tiles pa.
And also, what are the following plans in the future that you could provide us?
Okay, so first, we have different activities and programs na ginawa to make sure that we can empower the ecotourism sites. First is we have the development of the Yapak Tour Guide. The Yapak Tour Guide are the ones who initiates the clean up drive. So the clean up drive is actually twice a month. So sila mismo yung nag-invite ng mga turista to be with them in partnership with the barangay to make sure na laging malinis yung mga tourist attractions natin doon sa lalo yung eco sites natin. Second, we have the community pantry na tinatawag and the community pantry enrichment program. So for the community pantry, the people, yung mga hikers natin, they are all encouraged to bring a seedling pag-akyat nila. So habang nasa daan sila, ituturo sa kanila nung dumaga tour guide nila na, dito mo pwede pong itanim yung puno na dala-dala mo. And these are fruit-bearing trees. Hindi man tayo yung makikinabang ng mga nasa younger generation. Yung susunod na generation, sila na yung makikinabang ng mga bunga ng mga puno na yan. So, kada umaakyat doon, imagine kung may 100 turista na aakyat, lahat may 100 bitbit na puno. Itatanim nila yun along the way, paakyat ng Mount Balagbag. And that way, we can transform pa at mas mapaganda pa yung Mount Balagbag, di ba? And aside from that, yung enrichment, syempre hindi naman lagi puro tanim ng tanim. So yung iba, they are bringing pails of water, bottles of water na pandilig dun sa mga itinatanim ng mga nauna sa kanyang turista. And marami tayong mga signages to make sure that the people coming into the eco sites are aware na this is a protected zone. Yun pa, meron pa tayong mga declaration from the national government through Kong Rida Robes na meron tayong mga batas na these are protected zone. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwede magkalat talaga doon kasi protected zone siya.
If you have time, you can also visit the Central MRF para makita nyo pa yung iba naming different best practices on solid waste management. We also have biogas. We also have coconut shredding where we produce cocoa dust and cocoa fiber na ginagamit din siya for soil enhancers. Yan. And recently, we also donated our cocoa dust and cocoa fiber. Kung nabalitaan yung oil spill, yan, kasi maganda siyang absorb yan, ng oil sa karagatan.
The last question is, how will you or what are the things you would like to share to people in aging environment awareness and participation?
So the community pantry is an example of us taking an action not just for us na currently na nakatira dito, but for the next generation to come. Kasi ilang taon ba kailangan parang lumaki ang isang puno, di ba? So baka mamaya wala na tayo sa mundo na to, tapos saka palang lalaki yung puno ng malaking-malaki at makikinabangan ng next generation.
Basically, lahat ng nangyayari sa atin sa paligid ngayon ay nagbubukas na ng kaalaman sa bawat isa sa atin na we really have to do something, we really have to act now kasi kung hindi natin yan gagawa ng paraan, mas magiging kawawa tayo at yung ating magiging future generation.
So, sabihin namin sa Tourism Office is what we're trying to imply is tayo yung currently na nandito nakatira sa mundong ito and we're the ones in charge to take care and protect the environment for our next generation para sa ating mga susunod na anak, apo, diba? Kasi mas maganda na yung nakikita nating kagandahan ngayon, mas maganda pa yung makikita nila sa mga susunod pang panahon.
You're going to ask how we enhance or enrich the information education campaign. So like what we're doing right now, ayan. So this is our a way of spreading awareness. So that's why we welcome interviews like this.
And with that, with our actions, we wish to be an inspiration to the next generation to continue what we've started. Na it's a ripple effect kasi. It's like a drop of water, talagang hundreds of ripples yung magagawa. So kapag nakikita ng mga tao that people are doing actions to take care of our planet, then they will be inspired to do the same thing. So kayo, mga kabataan ngayon, so we hope that you can take care of our planet now and harvest the fruits of your labor in the years to come.
We often hear this powerful phrase, the environment is no one's property to destroy. It's everyone's responsibility to protect. Unfortunately, this environment has come under serious threat. It's almost due to the human activities such as ignorance and frequent carelessness.
Now more than ever, our planet needs us to step up and take action towards cleaning up many of the messes we have made through irresponsibility. Whether it be from oil spills, air pollution, plastic, or toxic chemicals leaking into water, there's still a lot that must be done to bring our ecosystem back into balance. Many of us want to make a difference, but the enormity of the task can be overwhelming. It's easy to ask, what can one person do? The answer, surprisingly, is quite a lot. Therefore, here we mention some habits that will help you take care of the environment, especially our community, before it's too late.
It's the 3 R's: the reduce, reuse, and recycle. We've all heard this mantra, but it remains incredibly relevant. Reducing our consumption, reusing items wherever possible, and adequately recycling materials are simple habits that can significantly reduce our environmental footprint. Recycle properly. If you can't refuse it, and you can't rot it, and you can't reduce it, and you can't upcycle or reuse it, then it's time to turn to the final R, recycling. You can also easily find out how to recycle special items such as electronics, batteries, and appliances. Check with your local municipality for drop-off sites and make an effort to get your items to the proper disposal sites. Consume less. As much as possible, choose reusable goods over single use, refusing to allow unneeded items into your life can save your money and reduce the amount of clutter in your home. Consuming less is like going on a diet, but for the planet, it is the act of using fewer resources and opting for more sustainable alternatives. A reusable water bottle, a shopping bag made of cloth, or opting for products with minimal packaging can make a world of difference.
Number 3. Save energy. Conserving energy isn't just about saving money on your utility bills, it's about reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Turn off lights when you leave a room, unplug chargers and appliances when unused, and consider upgrading to energy-efficient appliances. These actions can collectively reduce the strain on our energy resources. Number 4. Go green with transportation. Transportation is a significant contributor to carbon emissions. Consider carpooling, using public transportation, or investing in a bicycle for short trips. If feasible, OPT for electric or hybrid vehicles. By making these choices, you reduce your carbon footprint and inspire others to follow suit. Number 5. Reduce food waste. Food waste is a global problem. Plan your meals, store food properly, and compost when possible.
6. Start volunteering. You can make an impact on the environment by getting involved with local charities and assisting in the community. There are several ways you can get involved, which include practical help like litter picks or river cleanups, fundraising opportunities like events. 7. Support sustainable brands. Choose products and brands that prioritize sustainability. Look for eco-friendly certifications, opt for locally sourced items to reduce transportation emissions, and consider the long-term impact of your purchases. Supporting companies that prioritize sustainability sends a powerful message to the market.
The beauty of sustainable living is that it's not an all-or-nothing endeavor. It's about making conscious choices and continually striving for improvement. When a number of individuals commits to small changes, the collective impact becomes extraordinary. So, don't underestimate the power of action. Start with small changes, share your journey, and inspire those around you to join in. It all starts with that first step.
The only way forward, if we are going to improve the quality of the environment, is to get everybody's involvement. Tara! 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 Tara!
Tara! Tara! Tara! Kilos na!
Kilos na! Kilos na!
Kilos na!
Kilos na! Kilos na!
Kilos na! Kilos na! Kilos na!
Kilos na!
Kilos na!
Kilos na!
Sustainable living.
quality of the environment so that everybody's involved.
Ano? Ano, te? Go! Ay, go na ba?